Hi, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Graham.
And together we're the Flying Finnies. We're a couple of 50-somethings from Sydney, Australia, and we've been married for almost 27 years. We love our daughters, we love our dogs, and we really love to travel. So far, we've visited 24 countries and counting.
Can't wait to get back on a plane again and take you on some of our adventures, but unfortunately at the moment we're stuck in Sydney lockdown.
So come with us on a typical weekend in lockdown, where we take you to some of our favourite spots within our 5k radius. And this afternoon, we're going to get on the harbour for a sail. Hi everybody, welcome to vlog 1 of the Flying Finnies. We're all getting ready to take the dogs out for a walk, just to show you some of our favourite places locally. Graham's ready. He's got his cool, fast sunny zone. We've got Sophie, Nick, Bella, and of course the dogs. Off we go. Come on, let's go. Yay! Just starting our walk. Watching out for cars. Nearly getting run over. And for those of you that don't know us, we live in a place in Sydney called Balmain. It's a great little community, pretty close to the city, lots of nice walks around. Charlie. Hello, good boy. This is Birch Grove Oval. We're down here nearly every day walking the dogs. It's got a beautiful view of the city from down the end here. You can see the Harbour Bridge from down at the little beach, and there's plenty of people out exercising and enjoying this lovely Sydney day. So Graham and I moved to Sydney about 6 years ago now, after Graham retired from the military. We bought a house in Sydney, we rented it out for about 12 months until we could both resettle up here, and we've been enjoying it ever since. Sydney really suits us. We like having access to the harbour, we like our little community, we love being close to the city, and we have no intention of moving house. We have intentions of travelling, but no intentions of moving house.
You have no intentions of moving house?
No, well, no, none at all.
Never? Never? You're never going to move again?
Not in the short term. You never say never, Sophie, because you never know what's in the future, right?
So, for context, Tracy and Graham moved houses, what, every like 2 years?
Yeah.
So, I would say that you guys get the itchiest feet.
That wasn't deliberate choices though.
Yeah, I know, but every 2 years you guys are like, should we?
We do get itchy feet. We do get itchy feet.
Should we look at other houses?
So what we're doing instead is we're just going to try and travel more to satisfy that desire for change without having to move house.
End up moving houses every 2 years again.
Without bankrupting ourselves, moving house every 2 years. That's the plan. Come along for the journey. Okay, so we're heading up to Charlotte's Cafe, which is pretty well known in this region, in this area. Might grab some lunch while we're there.
Why do you love Charlotte's Cafe?
Why do I love Charlotte's? It's local, they're friendly,
and
the food's good, and sometimes you get to do a bit of star spotting there. Seen a few famous people there in the last few years. Hey Gus, are you enjoying your sailing, Gus? This is a very interesting sail. Sophie's got noodles to eat, box noodles. Nick's emerging from the cave. Captain's on the helm. What are you trying to do?
We're trying to get a mainsail up at the moment. The wind isn't being very cooperative right now. We're just relocating, trying to get in a little bit of a better position to help poor old Nick up the front there.
A little island over there, which we're just talking about, and Captain Finny's going to give us some information. What do you know about that island?
So this whole area used to be a bit of a naval area. So of course Cockatoo Island behind us during World War II was used to construct and maintain a whole lot of the Navy ships. And directly to our left at the moment is still a naval property with some beautiful old heritage houses on it. So that's still in use and occupied by the Navy today. But the really interesting one is actually just behind us at the moment, and I believe that a long time ago it was just a bit of an outcrop of rock, and then they filled it in to make it essentially look like a ship. So it's kind of got a blunt end, the stern, and then...
Why would they do that?
Because it was a Navy thing, I guess.
But just decorative. There's
no real function or purpose for it. But I believe they wanted to have an island that
looked like a ship.
Looked like a ship.
Because they didn't have enough ships.
And I think it was used for naval cadets for many, many years as well. But I think the only inhabitants on the island at the moment are a lot of seagulls. We'll,
otherwise known as naval cadets.
You have
So
created...
just a minute ago, I was nervous, as I do get on the boat, because we were getting quite close to some boats that were on their moorings, and there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre, so I get quite anxious about that. Graham's very comfortable with it. He's going to explain why now.
Well, because we've only got one sail up, and at the moment we've also got a reef in the sail, so a little bit less sail area. And it means that, particularly on this point of sail where you're going almost directly into the wind, you can just zigzag across the water, and you can do it fairly easily and safely. So we're going to put in a tack now. We're going to head up this way a little bit so that we can skip around this island where all of the seagulls are. You can see just how easy it is. We've got everything pretty much set up on autopilot. The wind brings the sail across. And even though it's gusting about 16 knots at the moment, it's quite controllable, quite manageable.
So even though Graham gives me these long detailed explanations, I'm still nervous that we're going to hit a boat. Say la vie. So this is all Barangaroo, again quite new. All this Barangaroo started to be developed maybe 10 years ago at the earliest. That's the Crown building directly in front of us. 3 large office buildings, a whole bunch of apartments in front. Lots of really nice restaurants down by the water, and in normal times, hopefully this summer, we can all enjoy those again. So I want to explain why we've only got Gus on the boat. Poor Charlie's a very anxious dog. He can't swim, and he would be completely uncomfortable on the boat. Gus, on the other hand, as you can see, fits right in, and he's a great swimmer, so we don't have any concerns about having him on board. I'm not sure if Gus is enjoying this or not. Gus, are you having a good time?
No.
I'm seasick.
I love sailing. It's so much fun. I get cuddles and I get crackers that have been in here for months. So much fun.
Bye, Gus. Okay, so everyone's off the boat now. I'm just heading back to help Graham bring the rowboat in. But before I do that, I thought I would quickly show you a little sculpture that we've got in the area of King Triton. It's just carved into the wall. Don't really know the history of it, but it's a really nice little feature that we've got locally. Welcome back.
Thank you. And a hard row it was too.
So back home now after a lovely afternoon on the boat. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. Bye.